How to train your dragon or die trying. That is how I would phrase this episode. Or the original mother of dragons. I'm torn between the two titles, the titles that I would give this episode. But yeah, what do you think? I think we'll make a decision towards the end of the review. So yeah, let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to today's episodic review of House of the Dragon. This is like my 1 millionth take. I've been having technical issues. I don't know how this video is going to come out as, but this is, I feel like, the best that I can do. But either way, long time no talk. I have been struggling, my friends. I've been struggling, but the struggle is what makes us us, you know? It is what makes us champions. So that is what I believe. But yeah, either way, I'm glad to be back. I've been doing short reviews on Instagram, TikTok, on my shorts. But anyway, enough about me. We are here to talk about House of the Dragon. And I had done a couple of reviews, but they didn't come out as I wanted. But anyway, here we are. And I wanted to talk about the things that stood out for me in the latest episode. And here are some of the things that actually did. And the thing that stood out for me, first of all, is the aspect of raising an army of bastards. I have my notes as per usual. And in that regard, it brought out the aspect of Jace questioning himself. And that is something that I want to talk about later on as we go on with the review. But that was generally the aspect that made me feel bad for Jace. I have been a strong supporter of Jace. I think realizing the fact that the only claim that he ever had was being a dragon rider because he doubted his heritage, and all of a sudden this being able to be taken away if other bastards can do it, made me feel bad for him, and the aspect of him just questioning his mom, and his mom not even being able to come clean and tell him the actual reality, whether he is a bastard or not, but with her statements and with her reply to her, it is kind of implemented. Now, there are the people who stood out for me, and the first person that stood out for me was Lord Oscar. Lord Oscar was a breath of fresh air. We saw him before, but he didn't stand out then because he was not meant to. But the fact that he was able to stand up against Daemon was something else. We all know that the Riverlands are ruled by this particular family, and it rules over other families in the Riverlands. And the grandsire finally dies. The guy Daemon was waiting to be okay or to pass on so that he can formally bring together the families to raise up an army for Rhaenyra. He finally passes, and the grandson is here to take over. And I think what was powerful for me was the fact that he was able to stand on his own against people who were doubting him, most especially because of the age. If a 13-year-old came to tell me what I'm supposed to do with my life, I'd be like, are you serious right now? But the fact that he was able to stand up against people who were doubting him because they trusted his grandfather before they trusted even him. The fact that he is able to stand, especially now, his grandfather, you have to understand that he ruled during a particular time of relative peace. He's coming into power during a time where there is war. War is about to be waged between the Team Black and Team Green. So him being able to stand up and say, I may not know a lot, but I'm going to stand by what my grandfather stood by, and that is endorsing Rhaenyra as the heir of Viserys, the next queen of the Seven Kingdoms. So him standing up and saying that we are going to withhold the oath because that is what we have been doing as the family, the houses in Riverland, that's what we're going to do. And him being able to stand up to Daemon and say, guys, we live by our oaths. we understand, and I know that Damon is not necessarily a perfect person. He's actually a really bad person, but it's not him we are standing by. We are standing by Rhaenyra, and he rightfully so corrected him. He's not king, but king consort. We are not fighting for you. We are fighting for Rhaenyra, and him being able to give out the first order of taking out someone, taking out the Blackwood guy who had kind of made the conflict between them and the Brackens worse. Him taking that order, giving that order, and telling Daemon, if you really want an army, my first thing is to take out this person who waged war because he wanted was, as much as these people fight, this person wanted these people to fight continuously. So if you want my support, first of all, take out this person, as much because he says he was under your rule or under your control. Take him out, then you're going to figure it out. Lord Oscar is my current favorite. I don't think we're going to get much of him towards the very end of the season rather, but I'm looking forward to seeing him and how he takes control probably in the third season. Yeah. And on that same Damon note, I know people right now hate Damon with a passion. For me, I've never really liked him. He just didn't sit well with me. And the thing is, and the thing that I'm going to continue saying in every episode review that I do, is that Damon is not a good person. Damon is not a good person. He's always been selfish, and even him marrying Rhaenyra wasn't even his idea. It was Rhaenyra's idea. And this was not a marriage of love. It was a marriage of convenience. Rhaenyra saw the benefit of having Daemon by her side. And Daemon, since he couldn't be the next heir, he was like, okay, since I cannot be king, I can be close to that power that I seek, So I feel like whatever he's gone through during this season probably will help him become a better person in season 3. That is what I am thinking. He'll become more clear. He'll become more deliberate. He'll basically be the Daemon 2.0 people fell in love with in season 1. That is what I'm thinking. And I think a lot of what he has gone through in that horror of a palace, or rather a house, I don't even know, a castle. It's a castle of horrors. I think that is what Harrenhal should be titled, a castle of horrors. He has this turning point where Viserys comes up to him in this fever dreams that he's been having, and he offers him the crown, and he's like depleted. You remember how we saw him depleted, sick and everything? He didn't even know he was just confused, sick, as in literally one leg in the grave. And he tells him, you've always wanted this crown. So, and for me, I know this crown, I didn't want it, but this crown comes with so much. It takes away so much. It takes away from you in ways you wouldn't imagine. So just looking at him, how he is, and him saying these words, he looks at Daemon and asks him, do you still want this? Do you still want this? That is the question that he asks. And I think that is something to ponder. Probably maybe he'll come out different. I don't know if he can. People don't just change. People change when they want to. That's the thing with life. People change if they want to, or maybe by God's grace, God changes them. But you as a person, you can never change anyone. So I think that was very important to see. The other thing that stood out for me was Alicent. Alicent, remember, has been declared redundant. I've been in a job where we were declared redundant. Our positions were declared redundant. So I believe she felt really, really bad. She was turned down by the council. She wanted to stand in for Aegon, but they were like, women are not meant to rule. And I was like, madam, what did you expect? That was the same argument used against Rhaenyra. Kwani, you thought you were so special that now these men would overlook the fact that you're a woman. Even Aemon himself was like, you know what? I have a job for you. We can marry you off to the Greyjoys. And when that was refuted, he was like, you know what, mother? I have freed you from this council. Go back to do domestic stuff. And Alicent has really never known anything else ever since her father put her on the path of getting the throne and confusing Viserys and all these things. That is the only thing that she has ever known. So we find her at a point where she doesn't even know what life is anymore. So what does she do? I say Alicent went soul searching, and in the midst of that soul searching, especially with the last frame of her dipping herself in the lake and then emerging, proves or rather indicates that there will be some kind of change, of which we don't know what kind of change it will be. Maybe she will have found a way to participate in the aspect of the war that is coming, because people know that the war is coming. It's not it's not something that it will get people by surprise. It is coming, it is there, it will be there, So yeah, I think Alicent going soul searching, going camping basically, was really something else. I feel sorry for her, but that lady is pretty. Because I remember when they were doing like a close up of her when she was about to get into the lake. Yeah, that Alice, I don't know her. Olivia Cook, she's really, really pretty. She's really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm waiting to see what will become of her. I don't know if we'll get to see a lot of her in the season finale, but probably we'll get a better frame of mind of her in season 3. So yeah, and the thing that was the bulk of this episode was the aspect of taking the dragon seeds to become dragon riders, and that is where the aspect of Jace comes to place, because Jace, they have always known this aspect of them being bastards, and the show made it clear that they kind of were. Although the thing with genetics, you can really never know. In the books, Rhaenys doesn't have white hair; she has black hair because of where I think the mother came from. And in the books also, these kids of Rhaenyra and Laenor didn't necessarily have black hair, they had white hair. And remember, with the books, everyone is white. So yeah, it was a speculation, but there wasn't like evidence at it to see whether they were, But I don't know. But in the show, clearly they are bastards, And you feel this Jace having that realization that probably I am, and the only claim that I ever had was that I can ride a dragon. But right now, if everyone can claim a dragon, that means my legitimacy is off. I'm not really truly a Targaryen. My father is not my father. Because Jace was like, did you ever have a thought of you bringing the other guy, I don't remember his name, the strong guy to your bed, as in, did you ever think about us and how it would affect us, you children, in the future? And it is implied in her statements that yes, they are bastards, but she never really says it with her words. And now it comes back to the aspect of the dragon seeds. We have been introduced by these two guys. The one that their daughter passed, I didn't even know that the daughter passed, and this other one that says I think the father was a bastard son to Daemon and King Viserys' dad. They are brought to to Dragonstone. Word is spread. They are taken to Dragonstone, and they are willing to test out this theory. And they wake up Vermathor, and Vermathor is like, my goodness, I don't even see people. I like a certain group of people, probably the Dragon Keepers and a couple of Targaryens, because I think he has only been ridden by King Jaehaerys. He has never had any other rider. That's the only rider he's known. So imagine being woken up by these strangers wanting to claim you. Trust me, I would also burn you down, because I was resting. I didn't have any problem with people, but now you are forcing me to choose amongst I don't know how many people, And the dragon keepers are also like, we are not going to support this. Whatever you're doing, we're not going to support it. And they're like, you sort yourself out. And Rhaenyra just goes ahead and she calms Vermathor, and which I thought was really powerful, because it explains her strong Targaryen bloodline. And she's like, you know what? Some of you may die. Some of you may come out alive. Your lives might change for the better, worse or die. So yeah, I'm going to leave you to it. Let's see who's going to claim this Vermato. Vermato just burns people down until the other guy stands up to it and is like, you know what, I am angry too. So kuja, come as you are, let burn me. And Vermato is like, yeah, you're crazy, I like you, you know. It's like crazy. And this thing was foreshadowed because when you remember when Melis was being paraded in the streets, he was like, I'm not afraid of dragons. And that comes through that foreshadow comes through because he shows fearlessness, you know. And I liked the contrast of the other guy getting silver wing because and I didn't even know Silverwing was a girl because there were eggs there, and he kind of stumbled back when Silverwing woke up, and he was like, you know what, I know you're going to burn me down like Vermator, so let me just lay down and wish for a very quick painless death. And I think Silverwing was lonely because he was like, I like you. I think the fact that you came this far means you want me to be your dragon. So yeah, I'll just take you on. I think that was what was going on through Silverwing's mind. So I liked the contrast. One stood up to its dragon and was like, bring it on, and the other one was like, it's okay, let me die. I liked that construct. Alafu now what sold it to me was the very final episode where not final episode, I don't know what's wrong with me. The final scene where literally Dragonstone declared war over King's Landing, and they were just having a meeting, and I'm so sure when they saw Silverwing, I'm so sure probably they thought it was sea smoke because they know that these other dragons don't have riders. So Aemond was like, how dare they bring themselves to King's Landing? He takes a horse, and I was like, yeah, definitely. They can't house Vega there. Vega is too big. He wouldn't fit anywhere there. So Vega, I think, sleeps out in the outskirts of King's Landing, and he boards Vega, and he follows the dragon to Dragonstone. And I was like, how cocky is this guy? How cocky is Aemond? And Aemond, I think with his one eye, I don't know how he saw, because me, I wouldn't see that far. I think he spots the dragons, and Aemond, for the first time, he's scared. He tells Vega, hey, madam, mama, let's just go back. Let's go back and strategize. That final shot of Rhaenyra having Syrax, Vermathor, and Silverwing on the castle was goated. You know, it lightly reflected what happened when Daenerys hatched her 3 eggs. I feel like she was the original mother of dragons. I would say that because she came before Daenerys. So that final shot was goated because she was like, bring it on, eh? You killed Meleys, you killed my son, now you're the next one, I'm coming after you. And I wish they just took King's Landing, but I think maybe the show would have ended much faster. But she sent her warning shot, and clearly it was received, and that was what made the episode goated. I didn't enjoy episode 6 as much, and as much as I had technical difficulties, that's why I didn't even feel like reviewing it. I just did short videos on it. But episode 7 was significantly better than what episode 6 was. So yeah, those are the things that stood out for me. What stood out for you? What are you mostly looking forward to? Tell me what you think about House of the Dragon episode 7. Are you looking forward to the season finale? What are you expecting? And I think after this, Rings of Power is supposed to air. I'm supposed to do a trailer reaction as well on it because I haven't watched the trailer intentionally so that I can do it for a video. And I am not a great fan of it. I think it just spit on the grave of every fan who's ever loved Tolkien's work and Tolkien himself. So yeah, I think we still have a very busy schedule up ahead. I have watched Deadpool. I want to also do a review on it, probably a spoiler-free short review on it before we do a spoiler review. And yeah, I think generally that's it. Yeah, I always have fun doing this breakdown. So up until then, I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.